Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening around the world. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Blackjack. Today, unlike always, I will not be doing a deck tech from the comments section. However, if you are interested in having me put a deck together for you or help you tweak a list you're trying to work on, I'm looking for 5 metrics in the comments section. A bracket, a budget, a theme, a commander, and any pet cards you might have. I'll also leave a link to my Discord down below. It's an easy place for you to drop a deck list off and have me work on it. So, I'm toying around with the idea of changing up some personal decks. I do not have any +1/+1 counter decks. I've actually don't think I've ever owned a +1/+1 counter deck. It's never really been my thing. But I'm trying to expand here in 2026 into new horizons. This is Sab-Sunen Luxa Embodied. 3 colorless, a green and a blue Simic. Reach, trample, indestructible. Can't attack or block unless it has an even number of counters on it. At the beginning of your first main phase, put a counter on it. If it has an odd number, draw 2 cards. So every time it has odd counters, you draw 2 cards. When it has even counters, you can attack and block. And obviously it is a 6/6 base, so it's going to be powerful just starting out and grow over time. Oko, Thief of Crowns, probably would play this in any Simic deck for the rest of my life. Turning everybody's commanders into Elks is incredibly powerful. Bristly build, double counters. Champion of Lambholt can deal a lot of damage and make stuff unblockable. Chasm Skulker for tokens. Danny Pink to draw cards. Dreamtide Whale and Evolution Sage will both provide proliferation. Evolution Witness to get stuff out of the graveyard. Fathom Mage for card draw. Forgotten Agent will get big. Glenelendra Guardian can counter stuff. Herald the Secret Streams makes stuff unblockable, which is a great way for you to get through and actually end the game. Gyre Sage to make mana, as well as Incubation Druid. Colonial Hydra will get really big real fast. Kodama of the West Tree to help us ramp. Master Biomancer for more counters. Murkfiend Liege for some untapping shenanigans. Owaka for card draw. Plax Caster in order to save things. Polywog Prodigy for card draw. Prime Speaker Sagana for card draw. Quilled Great Worm. Whenever a creature you control deals damage, put that many 1/1 counters on it. Obvious why it's good. Rishkar for mana. Sakura Tribe-Elder, the beginning of our ramp package. So we have Tribe-Elder, Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, Nature's Lore, Farseek, Rampant Growth, Shared Roots, 3 visits, Soul Rain, Arcane Signet, Felwar Stone, 11 up, 11 down. Stay consistent with your mana bases in 2026 and have better games. Scavenging Ooze for a little bit of graveyard shenanigans. Slippery Bogbonder to save something. 20 Toad. Increases your maximum hand size, draws counters, or not draws counters, draws cards. Vorel can add counters, and then Zimone can double counters. Wave Goodbye as a one-sided board wipe. Heroic Intervention to save your team, as well as Mutational Advantage. I think Ripples of Potential, Snakeskin Veil, Repulsive Mutation, all of these are pretty much here for the same purpose, and that's to save your team. The one thing I've never liked about 1/1 counter decks is you have to invest so much time into building this creature up. If it dies to a board wipe, it feels like you've wasted all that time. So I think it's really important that you have a mass amount of ways to protect your guys. Inspiring Call for card draw. Ozolith, if something does die, you can have its counters stay and move around the battlefield. Lightning Greaves and Swiftfoot Boots to protect the team. Ozolith for counter synergy. The Earth Crystal makes stuff a little bit cheaper. It can add counters, it can double counters, does pretty much everything you want here. The Great Henge, extremely expensive for what it does, but I have one already, so I would put it in here. Counter synergy, life gain, card draw, does everything you want. And then, oddly enough, this is kind of the reason I wanted to build this deck. I don't know why, but ever since Bounty of the Luxa, Hadana's Climb came out, I've really loved these cards. Really loved Hadana's Climb. I just think it's cool that it flips and it can give flying. Um, it's not a particularly good card, but it's just one that I vibe with. So these are some of the main reasons I want to put a deck like this together, I think. Branching Evolutions for twice the counters, Bred for the Hunt for card draw, as well as Guardian Project, Innkeeper's Talent for counter synergy, Simic Ascendancy as a little special win con, Terra Symbiosis for card draw, and then Tribute to the World Tree for either card draw or adding counters. Lands, I haven't invested any time in coming up with a special mana base. I do know as far as non-basics, you're going to want Alchemist Refuge to give your stuff flash. You're going to want Karn's Bastion. Reliquary Tower is a free roll, and then Tyrite Sanctum can give something indestructible. Overall, this is a good place to note that, especially in a base green deck like 2 colors, you do not need a special mana base. You do not need to invest money. I mean, there are going to be draws where you have a Tribute to the World Tree and 2 islands in your hand and you're not going to be able to get it out on time. But more often than not, with a deck like this, it just goes to show that it's not always about how much money you invest in it. It's more about the idea of the deck, and if you enjoy what it's doing, I'm not particularly worried about hitting certain things on time, um, or at a particular pace. This is more just kind of a pet project that I'm currently working on as I'm brainstorming ideas. So I'm giving you kind of a look behind the curtain into my thought process and how I build decks. Uh, as of right now, I'm considering blue-green counters and then blue-green-red, either some sort of counters or like spell slinger synergy. So that might be the next video, and we'll just kind of keep going until I decide on something. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, Godspeed.